The great and wondrous Vanus has a message for you. Greetings. This magical projection presents my current plan to my allies. Separated and alone, I decided to complete our mission, personally. I entered the Black Forge through a side door with the intention of destroying the Great Shackle beyond. In case it needs to be said, the Black Forge creates all of Molag Bal's vile weapons, including the Dark Anchors and the Great Shackle. With the Great Shackle destroyed, the threat of the plane meld should come to an end. No need to concern yourself. I'm sure I have this well in hand. I imagine I've already destroyed the Great Shackle, and even now we're celebrating our victory over the Lord of Brutality. Yes, I'm sure that's what has happened. You there, please. I need your assistance. What a ridiculous question. I am the Great Mage's essence of health. The Daedra captured Vanus. They plan to use him to power the Great Shackle. To prevent this, Vanus divided his essence into 3 fragments. Vampires feed upon this essence and weaken it. Kill the vampires and collect the energy they siphon from me. Restore that energy to me and I can easily break free of these flimsy bonds. When Vanus was captured, he cast a spell that divided him into his 3 essential essences: health, stamina, and magicka. I am the Great Mage's health. Set each of these essences free, and we can make the Great Mage whole once more. While we are the essences of the Great Mage, we aren't the Great Mage himself. Not exactly. Separated into fragments such as this, we are weak, vulnerable. It wasn't long before we, too, were bound in magical chains. The Great Mage is a virtual powerhouse of magicka energy. The Daedra want to use that power to speed up and complete the plane meld, finally merging Nirn into Cold Harbor. But make no mistake, Vanus has simply delayed the inevitable with this ploy. have returned. I had almost given up hope. Yes, I can sense its reinvigorating presence. Give it back to me and I shall free myself. Follow my light to the slave quarters. Then we can recover our essence of stamina. I sense the time to reforge the essences of the Great Mage has arrived. The essence before you has been used to feed the slaves and keep them working. Talk to the slaves and convince them to release my energy so that I can break free. If the slaves refuse, there is another way. The slave's taskmaster used a device to rip away my energy. The device can recover the energy, but doing so will destroy the soul-shriven you target. However, the device only works from a distance. Get too close, and you can't target a slave. What can I tell you that you don't already know? Vanus is the most famous, most powerful, most daringly courageous mage in the Mages Guild. His legendary exploits are, well, legendary. Weren't you listening? He's the Great Mage. There isn't anything he can't accomplish once he sets his mind to it. This particular conundrum is merely a minor bump in the road. Makes things more interesting.
I hate this so-called existence. I think the more pertinent question is, why aren't you more depressed? Why hasn't this horrible place made you so sad you can hardly breathe? Why? Why? There's gotta be something wrong with you. I hate this so-called existence. Not a chance, dunghead. It was given to me. Go find your own! Well, in that case, just make sure you shut down this damn forge.
I saw you eyeing my fire. It isn't very warm, but it's all we've got. Go find your own fire, stranger. Why? You don't look like you need it. Without it, I'll grow weak and wither away. Wait, that's what you want to happen. You want to hurt me. It will? I don't know. Oh, all right, take it. Take it and leave me alone.
I wish we could take longer breaks, but the work never ends. And what will you give me in return? What do you have that will keep me whole and strong enough to do the work that is required of me? Oh, so high and mighty. You think to take the place of the Taskmaster, do you? Oh, very well. Take it and get out of my sight. Some of us have to work for a living.
Don't run off like that again, Alexis. You know that I worry so. Dear Alexis, why would I do such a thing? The energy makes me strong. I haven't felt this good in such a long time. My dear Alexis, don't say such dreadful things. The Dark Lord will hear. Then what will become of you? No, I'll keep the energy. It's for your own good.
Escape? That's easy. Waiting for the right time to make your move? That's where the difficulty comes in. And how will that help this one see the escape plan to fruition? This one thinks you should bother someone else now. Always with the violence! Your kind so predictable. Very well. Take it. This one hopes you joke on it.
Don't run off like that again, Alexis. You know that I worry so. Are we playing a game? Is this a new game, Alexis? You know how much I love games. Dear Alexis, why would I do such a thing? The energy makes me strong. Oh, Alexis, you remembered how much I love bright and shiny things. I never could refuse your requests. Take the energy and use it well.
Did you succeed? The great mage himself couldn't have done any better, but don't tell him I said that. After you return my energy, I will break free. The last fragment is trapped in the foundry. Follow my light and I'll show you the way. It's exquisite, but this has to end. The Great Mage must be made whole again so we can finish our mission. 4 seals contain the magic that binds me to this machine. While this essence is locked in place, they siphon my energy into the forge. Vanus divided himself to prevent them from using his considerable energy to power the Great Shackle. It didn't stop them from plugging this essence into the forge, however. Unlock the 4 seals and I'll be able to escape this damned machine. They plan to use the Great Mage to provide a considerable boost of energy to complete the plane meld ahead of schedule. Vanus divided his energy among the 3 essences, making each one worthless to the Great Shackle. It provides the power necessary to craft Molag Bal's vile implements of conquest. Daedric weapons, dark anchors, the components of the Great Shackle itself. And I am the source of this energy, at least while the seals of binding remain in place. It is a larger, more powerful version of a dark anchor, designed to complete the connection, to draw Oblivion and Nirn together. Bindings. They feel brittle, less powerful. Then these bindings can no longer hold me. This essence will join you, and then we can find the physical form of the Great Mage. Through the boiler tunnels waits the mighty Guardian, Kothutwilk. Defeat the Guardian and open the cage that holds our physical form. I can lead you to the Great Mage. Just stay close and follow my light. changes in the Magicka conduits. That should disrupt the binding spell that seals the cage. Stamina returns. How I've missed you, old friend. Ah, much better. Now, follow me out of this foul place. Then we can talk. Perhaps I shouldn't have attempted this by myself. Yes, the Great Shackle, where the plane meld begins and ends. I thought I could deal with it on my own, but I was wrong. You have restored me, released me from captivity. With your continued help, we can end this threat once and for all. Perhaps yes, the time has come. The Great Shackle must be destroyed. Stay close and follow my every command. Taking down the Great Shackle, the primary conduit for the plane meld, requires precision and the careful application of destructive spells. As it so happens, I am a master of destructive spells. This won't be easy. Is there anything else you want to ask me before we move out? What can I tell you that isn't obvious? The Great Shackle is the ultimate version of Molag Bal's Dark Anchors. A massive weapon capable of completing the plane meld of its own accord. It would be a fascinating device if it wasn't so terrifying. They wanted to use my energy to power the Shackle. That indicates to me that the Shackle utilizes some form of energy. Disrupting that flow of energy may be key to destroying the Great Shackle. I'll know more once we get inside. The Shackle sends metaphysical chains of energy across the planar chaos to latch onto our world. While the Dark Anchors have been able to pull portions of Nirn into Cold Harbor, the Great Shackle has the power to steal our entire world! Barrier spell on the door? How pedestrian. Give me a moment and I'll open the way. I must be weaker than I thought. That took a lot out of me. Once we get inside, you take the lead.